Now, there's some attitudinal things you need to make that kind of lifestyle happen. There's a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You probably read it. If you haven't, you should. It's 13 principles of Think and Grow Rich. And I'll teach you the ones I think are the most critical. The first one is to have what I call decisive desire. You can't just want something. You have to want something so badly, you will do things to get it. Here I've got one of the most famous millionaire makers in history who's going to coach with me. Don't want to miss that call, and therefore I get to find out who has characteristic number one. The second principle is what you want to have is you want to have vivid vision. Vivid vision means you must know what it is you want clearly and specifically. And the reason that most of you do not have what you really want is because you've allowed your fears to be more real than your dreams. Your fears are real to you. When you're afraid, your heart starts to pound, you start to sweat, maybe your mouth goes dry, maybe you get a headache, maybe you get these voices in your head that tell you you're crazy or whatever. We all have different reactions to fear, but I'm telling you, when you're afraid, you feel it. It's real. You know it. But when you have a dream, do you know it? Do you experience it? Most of the time, no. You write down a goal and look at a piece of paper. You cut out a picture of a dream home you'd like to have. You stick it on a wall. So what? It's not strong enough. It's not strong enough to overcome your fear of action. And therefore, until your dreams are strong enough, until your vision is clear enough, your dreams will constantly get in the way. You'll try to go for what you want, and then you'll fall back. You'll get really close, and then you'll sabotage yourself because you're afraid of losing it. So what you do is you lose it all. I could tell you stories about people in fear, people who have literally ruined their entire life because of anxiety and fear. I certainly hope that's not you. I certainly hope you're the kind of person who is the entrepreneurial spirit, who wants to go for it and is willing to do whatever it takes to move beyond their fear. Because everything you've ever wanted is about 3 inches outside your comfort zone. And you're going to be in a comfort zone all your life, and the more you do, the bigger your comfort zone is going to get. But everything you've ever wanted, the real good stuff, is always just a little bit outside your comfort zone. And you have to learn how to deal with your fears so that they don't keep you stuck in a small comfort zone. And I'll teach you the technique for doing that here today. Technique number one is you have to think you don't think of your goals, you think from your goals. This is a quote from a famous philosopher in the 1950s named Neville. Neville taught that if you'll think only of your goals, you won't get them. If you'll think from them, you will get them. From them meaning, imagine 5 years from today, you weren't living in your dream home. You were in it. Now let's think what life would be from that dream home. The way we do that is we go out to that dream home, and I want you to go there in your imagination. First of all, your dream home, where is it located? Is that an island? Is it on a stream? Is it on a river, on a golf course? Is it on the ocean? Is it in the mountains? If you could have the dream home of your heart's desire, where is it going to be? What's it going to look like architecturally? Now I want you to drive up in the driveway and literally get out of your car, walk up to the front door, and open the door to your dream home right now in your imagination. As you walk inside, notice what you see. What's the first thing you notice as you walk inside your dream home? A staircase, a chandelier, a view out to the back, to the ocean out there, or everyone has a different dream, so you'll have to tell me what yours is. Now, as you're standing there in your dream home, let's add some more of the senses that we could make it more real. Let's smell your favorite hot dish. Your favorite food is being cooked in the kitchen. Now, as you walk towards the kitchen following your nose, notice which direction you would go. Would you turn right or left or straight ahead or up or down? How would you get to your kitchen in your dream home? And as you're walking down towards the kitchen, you're going to be walking on some kind of flooring. Is it hardwood? Is it carpet? Is it rock, stone, or is it one of those mid-grade linoleums that you've always wanted to have? What is it? And I want you to actually sense at the bottom of your feet the flooring as you're walking down the hall. I want you to make it that real. And as you walk into the kitchen, the chef, yes, you've got a chef here cooking your favorite dish. It's awesome. Is going to hand you a plate of your favorite dish. Take the utensil and take a bite, put it into your mouth, and actually taste it in your imagination. How good could that be? And I want you to do it so well that you actually salivate, even thinking about it. Okay? Now we need to add some sound to this vision. What do you hear? Maybe it's some music playing. What kind of music would you like to hear? Or maybe there's a crackling fireplace. Or a party going on. Or maybe it's the ocean you can hear outside, or the river that's flowing by, or maybe it's just the wind in the trees, or just silence. Whatever you want to hear, imagine hearing that now. Now, how does it feel to be standing in the middle of this home, realizing it's yours? You've paid for it. It's yours. Nobody can take it away from you. You've worked hard to get it. You've climbed the right mountain. You've tapped into one of those streams of income, and probably have streams of income pouring off of all those mountains. You've got a stock portfolio. You've got an internet site you make money from 24 hours a day. You've got a real estate portfolio. You've got all kinds of things going on for you. If you lose one of those streams, who cares, right? And every day checks are pouring into your mailbox. Instead of bills, you just get checks. And Alan's first rule of personal finance is that bills travel through the mail at twice the speed of checks. And we want to change that, don't we? We want to get the checks traveling through the mail at twice the speed of the bills. Now, I want you to describe how that feels. And where does it feel good? And touch the spot where it feels really good. And notice what that feels like. In other words, I want you to make your dream so vivid, so real, that nothing, no fear is going to get in the way of you living that kind of lifestyle. Imagine the kind of good you could do in the world with this kind of a lifestyle. The charities you could bless, the churches you could bless, the people who are less fortunate that you could help. You could become an enlightened millionaire. An enlightened millionaire. Instead of a lot of the endarkened millionaires that we've been reading a lot about in the press lately, we want to become an enlightened millionaire. We want all 6 areas of our life in balance. We want our body, our brain, our being, our spirit, time, people, and money all together in balance. We want it all, don't we? Now, inside some of your minds right now, you got a little negative voice that says, and by the way, do you have a little negative voice? Do you know what that's like? It says, oh, yeah, right. There's no way you're going to get this. Or, yeah, if you get this, you're going to lose it. I mean, we all have these little negative voices. And what you need to do with that negative voice, especially every time you think of this dream, is you need to take your volume level on the voices in your head. And you do have a volume knob there. I don't know if you knew this. I want you to turn the volume down on your negative voice. Those of you who have one right now, go ahead and do that, and you'll see what it's like. Instead of that yama, yama, yama all the time, you just turn it down. And then you have a positive voice, your true self. Just turn the volume up on your true voice, the voice that encourages you, the voice is your own internal cheerleader, the one that says, you can do this. This is Robert Allen wishing you well. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you've been transformed by what we've shared with you. I hope you've taken a lot of good notes. You're going to kick yourself because I'm going to select a few of you to take to the top of the money mountain with me. We're going to have a blast as we both become millionaires together.